So you come out the back of the planet Earth in this hidden exit that I was talking about, and then from there you're debriefed. And before I go into the rest of this, I want to put a disclaimer up to say that if you're sensitive to information that may sound like miracles or may sound like something that is hard to believe or something that couldn't happen in reality, then you should probably do a little bit of research into metaphysics and spirituality before you go further into this video, because I've been studying this for a while, and sometimes I tend to move a little bit faster than what some of the listeners are ready for, but then I have a lot of fans that are even past me in this stuff, so I just jump in from where I'm at. So you come out the back of this exit that's located on the planet Earth, and there's several ways to actually exit the planet Earth from the center, believe it or not. And when you come out this exit or this back door portal, you'll begin to find out that the Earth is actually a computer. And I'm going to talk more about this, and I have talked more about this, but I want to just point this out here. The Earth is a computer, and it's connected to what's called an 8th dimensional grid. From my research right now, it's an 8th dimensional grid. It's in 8D, and these things that we think are sci-fi, like your life path number and your astrological zodiac sign and things of that nature, this is all stored on a SIM card, believe it or not. And this SIM card is encrypted into what's called your mind. So the reason why metaphysics and things like that works on an operative level is because it's programmed into our reality. And what they're not teaching us is that at some point, this SIM card or this program is going to be wiped. The slate is going to be wiped clean if certain rituals are not done on a meditative level, so that you can learn to store certain memories, which is very important, because if you don't store certain memories, they're going to wipe your mind, essentially. And that's what the virus is actually about. They want to wipe your mind and then put a new, and basically give it a new slate and a clean slate. And they want to replace this technology that was put in you based upon, and this is very important right here, and I'm gonna shut down and come back up with more. They want to replace this technology that was put in you based upon a computer system connected to Sirius. And what the Pleiadians are doing is that, and the phone agenda is just a microcosm or like a reflection of what they're doing. And what the Pleiadians are doing is that they want to replace you with a phone system. So they want to turn you into an Android or a phone. Andromedans are in on it too. Versus the computer system, the original 8th dimensional invisible computer system. Yes, it's invisible. You can't see it with the naked eye, because a lot of people have been looking for it. And they have physical versions of it on Earth, but I won't disclaim where these computers are located. They have a couple supercomputers located on Earth that we're connected to. So they wanted to wipe your hard drive clean and replace you from this invisible computer and connect you to a system that's similar to a phone. And this is important because this will turn you into a different being than what you were designed to be from the beginning. Because if you notice with a phone is not a computer. It's essentially just a screen, is what it is. And it has no keys unless you connect external applications to it, which is very important. So it has no keys. Listen to what I'm saying. A phone has no keys. Going back to the number 11, so there's no key code or way to connect to a certain higher dimension through a phone. What I'm saying here is that with a phone, there's only so high you're gonna go on the ladder of ascension when you are operating off of a spiritual system that is similar to a phone. See, the SIM card that was put in you originally was supposed to be connected to a supercomputer, and they wiped that SIM card and replaced that SIM card with artificial technology that's connecting you to an artificial version of what was originally created. So now they can create the weather and do the same stuff that you can do By thinking negative thoughts and positive thoughts, they have an artificial program that's able to correspond with these thoughts now. So now when you think negative shit, it's going to be even more worse for you. And when you think positive stuff, you're going to get even more money than what you expected. Just like yesterday, I was thinking about, you know, some positive stuff, you know, and as far as going out and doing some rituals and things of that nature, and I was able to actually pick up a couple of extra dollars. Not even focused on money or anything like that. I was focused on something totally different on a spiritual level, doing some meditative rituals, and I was able to pick up a couple of extra dollars. And that's what's going to happen with your thoughts, whether positive or negative, if we stay connected to this artificial system. And they set this system up because it counteracted what was supposed to take place in 2012 and prolonged it and pushed it back until 2022. And on my next episode, and a few next episodes coming up, I'm going to talk more about what may happen in 2022. So as always, stay vigilant. I'm going to go ahead and shut down. I got some business to take care of. And stay humble and stay focused. And don't forget the path that you originally signed up for. Regardless to what it is, don't let anyone judge you. Whatever your assignment was that you originally signed up for, don't forget it. Stick to it, even if you're left by yourself doing it. Stick to it, because they don't want you to get in tune with certain realities. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you are still, I guess, running fake programs on you, there's only so far you can go. There's only so many realities that you can get in tune with. And I want to throw this in there. So they don't want you to connect with real reality. So this is why certain herbs and things like that are banned. See, they want to call stuff like marijuana, for instance, a drug, because marijuana is going to wipe that negative residue and those false programs that are running on you and help you to connect with what's real. See, that's what it really does for you on the secretive level, and they don't want to teach people this. See, it helps you to connect with what's real. When you are in a sober reality based upon this reality being so virtual now, you are now up under a spell. If you're sober, there's only so far you can see unless you are involved in advanced meditation. So this is why people that are doing certain psychedelic drugs are seeing more, even though they're still kind of fucked up in the head, but they see more. It's because they're wiping those negative viruses and programs that a lot of us still have running on us to think that we doing good, but really you stuck in another reality. So you think you're doing good by working a job, but really you stuck in another reality. And the goal is to get out of that reality through facing countless foes, because they're going to come at you in the matrix, and they're going to send false enemies and real enemies at you to make you think that the path that you on is wrong, or the path that you're doing something wrong, because can't nothing go right for you. You ever been doing right and you feel like everything starts to go wrong when you try to do right? That's because the programming is so advanced that's what it's designed to do. It's deep. See, it's designed to make you think that you're wrong when you're right. So you have to partake in certain herbs and certain rituals, in my opinion, if you're going to wipe this hard drive, because believing in a higher power, believing in Jesus, or whatever you want to call him or her, unfortunately, the program has been designed for that too. So there's ways around that. That's why I teach the occult, because they couldn't program everything about the occult into the artificial programs, because they knew if they did, the spell would have been broken. So they want you to think that this stuff in the occult is fake, and that it's wrong, and that you're on the wrong path, because this perpetuates the current world system. The goal is to get out of the current world system and learn how to wipe the hard drive, which I'll talk about in future videos, and connect with, once you move out of the exit, the back door, begin to connect with what's called the oversoul. That's what we're going to talk about in the future. So thank you for listening and watching. As always, have a good day. Oh, and P.S. doing NBA today, so I always try to, just for conversation purposes, keep people abreast of what I'm doing on a personal level. So yeah, I'm doing NBA today, the Celtics and Hornets game. I'm signing up for it, so stay tuned. I'll be coming back up with more on the oversoul. Thank you for listening and watching. Imhotep, namaste. Good vibes.